Okay. Hopefully, let's see, get this up, make sure that's up. Hopefully, that's all good. All right. Give people a minute to get in here, but hey, everybody out there, my name is Dragnix, and today we are looking at Monster Train. I know this came out a week, I think it actually came out 10 days ago. And it was a game that I didn't want to cover, but it just so happened that the other things were scheduled that day. But I've been playing it off streams, and I wanted to get a little bit of understanding before I came into the stream, because with card games and roguelikes, you got to add a bit of understanding. Like, you don't want to go into it just completely raw, because unfortunately you can't figure out the strategies early on. But I'm going to start a new run here and show you guys what the game has to offer. Now, Monster Train has you as the armies of hell. Technically, we're gonna put that down a little bit. Here's a tiny bit. You are the armies of hell, and you are defending a train that contains basically the last energy source of your, well, hell. It is your job to keep it going until it gets to the frozen heart, which is basically the heart of hell that you need to energize. Hopefully everybody can hear me just all right. But in order to do that, we need to select a primary clan and an allied clan. Primary clan gives you your hero. It gives you your champion and your first set of characters that you will use in battle. As you can see, I have 4 of them unlocked here. I have the Hellhorn, which are usually physical defenders. They get rage, they get attack. They don't necessarily have a lot of spells, but, you know, a little bit more physical. You've got the Awoken, which are more healers. They're more little bits of heal powers here and there, thorns that will damage enemies, stuff like that. Then you've got the Stygian Guard, which are more magic-based users. They really like it when they're using magic on your creatures or on the enemy. They're going to get buffs based off that. And then we've got the Umbra, which are these, it's the latest one that I've unlocked, but it is creatures that really want to feed on other creatures. They basically have these morsel creatures that they eat in order to get stronger. For the simplicity of this first run, I'm going to start with the Hellhorn, and I'm going to go with the Awoken. It's the first 2 that you get, and I'm going to start from there. Now, this Covenant, as you get runs and you beat runs, you will get these Covenants, and they will add elements to your game. So, okay, no Covenant, fine. It's just a regular run. Enemies are stronger on Covenant 1, and it adds additional random cards to your starting deck. Number 2 adds deadweight, aka useless cards to your deck. I am going to run with Covenant rank 2 because they actually unlock golden cards on your run when you use those specific cards in question. Alright, so my final boss here is the Seraph of Temperament. The end is near. This incarnation of Hell's greatest foe will temper the strength of your unit. So it's basically saying that he's going to weaken my units, and he's the final boss. So I may not want to necessarily put everything in strength, because he maybe have like damage shields or things like that. I get random starting cards. I got some imps here that will apply armor to my units. I'll get more into that. Sting, which does some damage and draws a card next turn, and Inferno, which basically burns the entire field, but more on that in a bit. Before each run, you get 2 things. You get an artifact and you upgrade your champion. So let's go with the artifact first. So I can either get, at the start of my turn, I can add a random imp to my hand, or I can get my pyre, which is my central core, can get more armor per battle. I'm actually going to go with the imp. I have found that if your pyre is really in danger a lot, even when you upgrade it, you still really don't want anyone in your pyre. It will get you to like level 3 or level 4 of these challenges, but it won't get you past the last challenge. So I'm going to go with the Impsicle, and I may build a deck completely around imps. Now, my champion. Each starting round, and after you pace a sort of level boss, you get the choice of upgrading your champion. Your champion is a free hero. He's a free monster to play on the field. Now, in this case, we got two options. I can go with Wrathful, which is basically, not only does he get more armor if he slays an enemy, but he also gets rage, gets a little bit stronger if damage is dealt to him. Now, that's great and all, but the Hornbreaker Priest, the Reaper, does a lot more damage and kills. Every time he kills, he gets buff, more stronger. And I'm going to go with that one. My job here is to keep this guy protected, maybe with a smaller unit or somebody to take the damage for him. All right, first battle. Now, at the start of each battle, you actually get what is called a trial. So, we have the Guardians of Light. These disciples have been granted special powers over the Light of Seraph, making them harder to kill other disciples. Okay. Aggressive Amulet. If I decide to turn on this trial, the enemy will get a buff of some sort. In this case, non-boss enemy units will get more attack. But if I am able to pass the trial, I get an additional unit in my deck, which, in this case, I'm starting the game, I'm going to do. Sounds like the warp train from one of the tales my brother told me. I would love to hear that tale. Forced and Minion Master so much. I don't know on that one. All right, so here is our train, and I'm going to move it to normal speed because for the first one. This is our pyre. This is the heart. If this goes to 0, we're dead. Game is over. It does have an attack strength, so there is some defense that it can provide itself. Each train has 3 levels below it. Enemies start at the bottom level. If you don't kill them on that level, they go up a level. And then until they get to the top. Also, Dragnix, stop making me like this game. You haven't even seen it yet, but yeah, no, that's my job. So, it's my job to do as much damage as I can to these guys or set up my train so that I can take out these guys very quickly. So now this guy, for example, 7 damage. Okay, so my Hornbreaker Prince would get killed immediately if I put him on this level. But obviously we're not going to necessarily do it in a way that is going to get our champion killed right away. But I do have ways of dealing with that. First of all, this is an energy. At the left here, you see my Ember. This is energy that I spend in order to play cards. Some cards are 0, like you see with Hornbreaker Prince, and I'm actually going to play the Hornbreaker Prince in the middle here. The reason why I'm putting him in the middle there is that I want to wear these guys down a little bit first before he gets up to the next one. So I usually find that with the Slayer here, the Hornbreaker Prince champion, he's good in the second and third slot. He may not be necessarily great in the first slot. Now, I could technically not play anything on this floor at all, but I might as well play this card. Deals 5 damage to the front unit and draw 1 next turn. There's no reason for me not to play it. So, 5 damage to him. Granted, the Trusted Priest is sort of gonna heal him. Let's see here. I will play my Train Steward. And you're probably thinking, well, he's gonna go down to 1 damage, 1 health. Yeah, he's gonna be alive, but it's not gonna really help him. Except I'm also gonna use an Imp unit. When an Imp unit is played in the same portion, he applies a specific unit status to it. So when I summon it, it's gonna apply 15 armor to the friendly front unit. So now our guy is armored. Dragnix, what are the pips at the top left of the room? Okay, so these guys, I'll explain that in a little bit. I want to keep it a little focused here. Now, I could play the Pyre Chomper and gain more energy, but there's no real reason for me to, considering I've got 1 energy left. I'm actually going to apply the armor here. Now, you're probably sitting to yourself, why would I apply it? Why would I want the order different for this guy as opposed to this guy? You'll see. All right, we're going to end my turn, and all actions are going to be resolved here. So he hits my guy for 7. I hit him for 5 and then 1. He heals for 5, but they were able to go up a stream. All right. Now, I've got a couple of options here, but one of the things I first immediately see is the fact that I can get rid of this priest because I have the Molten Imp or the torch here. Now, I need to think about this because it does 5 damage to each unit. That's actually pretty important because if I want this guy to slay him, then I need to get rid of 29 HP. Well, let's see. 5. 5. Oh, look at that. It'll be 19 at this point. So he will probably go down. He will most likely go down. Wait, no, he won't because of his ability. Slay. He'll, well, no, he won't slay because of that armor on the unit that I put on the front here. See why I did that? Mostly because I could set him up to slay the enemy. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, okay, so you could get imps all this time and you just throw enemies and things into each level, right? Well, that's where, as you say, FAQ, these pips in the corner. This is the floor capacity. Each floor can only support so much weight on your side of the fighting arena. And so 2 imps and my champion take up 4. If I were to try to put my train steward here, oh, I can't because there's no room. And thus, that's how it balances it out. You can't just overload one floor. Now, there are ways around that with certain buffs and certain artifacts, but you get the idea. Now, this guy, oh, hey, look, he's going to give me gold if I am able to hit him. I think I may want to put a train steward there because it'll set it up for other actions as well. Now, I got one more action here, and the thing is that I don't really need to heal anybody, but I do have this torch, and I have this archer who's going to do 8 damage. End of story. All right, we're going to go through each floor. I get 50 for killing him. 1, slays, and my attack goes up. So the strategy is working. My guy is a lot more able to kill enemies, and look at this. Look at this. He's set up perfectly to kill this guy next round. Interesting, isn't it? Now, let's see. How do I want to handle this? Well, there's not much I can do otherwise on this floor. I could add another imp to the armor pool, but I may want to keep the energy here. So I actually am going to put the armor on this guy, and I'm going to do something a little bit weird. I'm going to torch my own guy. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, why would you torch your own guy? You literally took attack off the field. It's because I want the energy for the imps here to summon another train steward. See how that works? So I even use my offensive spell to make more room within my own train. All right, end turn. 1, and look at that, 38 damage. All right, now we have the boss. So the bosses in the game for each floor always have relentless. Basically what they're going to do is they're going to keep on attacking on that floor until everything is done. And so Your guys are probably on the first floor. They're probably not going to survive. Let's be honest with you. But they're going to do as much damage to this guy that they possibly can. But first of all, what I'm going to do is take care of that archer because he's going to be defending the archer. The way that this works is that the front guy attacks the front unit. The second guy is going to attack the front unit unless if they have a specific ability. So that archer, despite only having 1 health, would always be protected. So I needed to get rid of him, and I got rid of him with a spell. Let's see here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to summon the Pyre Chomper. I'm going to get rid of the Pyre Chomper. I'm going to summon the Train Steward on the top floor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Restore on this guy. Even though he's at full health, the regen will get him 1 more health, which should be able to probably take another hit from this guy because he only does 4 damage. Heals 1. You see? So I got an extra 5 damage out of that character. Boss. No. Boss character, creature. Now, you're probably wondering, oh, this is getting a little bit slow. I mean, they're going back and forth. There are options to speed things up. Now, what happened there? Well, he froze the floor. Basically, that floor is done. We can't use that floor for the rest of this segment. But what's interesting is that I've got a couple of ways I can do this. I mean, look at this guy. He's going to hit the first guy. He's going to get absolutely destroyed. He's going to hit the first guy. He's going to get absolutely destroyed. He's going to hit him twice. It's going to kill him. Or I could just cast Inferno. All right. And you can see my champion's like, why the fuck did you do this to me? So I won the battle. 2-turn boss rush. That means I got a bonus because I was able to take the boss out in a faster time, and I also got points for a trial. The score doesn't really mean a lot, but it's a score. All right. After each match, you get packs, so I want to figure out what I want to apply here. Rage 6 would be interesting for my champion. 0 armor. 0 energy cards can be really useful, and in this case, the armor plus 5 could really help a lot. So I'm actually going to take the armor here. Restore 2 health to all friendly units. Restore 10 health. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 5x the amount healed. Okay, that's great, but I don't really have big bruising guys right now, but I could get it, or I could get another sting. I'm actually going to get the Glimmer because I do want sort of an area of effect spell. And the unit draft, because I took the stuff. Multi-strike means this guy attacks twice. Resolve means that it gets armor after battle. And sweep, which attacks all enemy units. You may think, well, the Steelworker seems really, really useful, and so does the Animus. Why would you want to go with the Husk Hermit? You're going to find out why I'm going to choose the Husk Hermit in a little bit. All right, next area, the Cliff of Fallen Souls. After each battle, you get a choice between 2 lines. Each line, you can go to specific upgrades. So, for example, if I go to the left line, I go to the Merchant of Steel, which gives my units new powers. And I'm getting an Awaken unit. Or I can go right and go to the Merchant of Magic and get a Hellhorned unit. Early on in the game, with the strategy that I have right now, I actually probably want... I'm going to get a lot of energy from imps, and I'm going to get extra creatures from the imps. So you'd think, well, probably not as much important to forge my units. Sort of. What is going to be the question in my mind is my deck. I actually am going to focus on the Hornbreaker and the Husk Hermit early on here. And so because of that, I'm actually going to go right because even though I could forge by guys with more powers, and usually I want creature powers, I actually want to save a little bit of money. So I'm going to go right. I'm going to get the Hellhorn unit. Ooh, look at that. Look at that big guy. You may be wondering yourself, Dragnix, I thought you got 3 energy per turn. I know. And here is a store. This store allows you to upgrade your spells. You don't buy new spells. You only get those from the rewards. But I can go, for example, and upgrade a spell and add consume to it. So it gets 20% more magic power and it consumes it. Which, in some cases, okay, yeah, 2 damage. Consume means it goes out of my deck for the rest of the game, but with the torch, it's a very low-level spell. I'd rather have it consumed and not keep on coming back. So, I'll upgrade the spell. Each unit and spell have 2 upgrade slots, so I could technically upgrade it again and make it 0 cost, but I'm actually going to use the Inferno because 3 energy for that, it's a bit. Permafrost, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to re-roll, get new items, and I'm going to get more upgrades here. Now, the plus 10 magic power means that it enhances the power. So if I put it on Restore, gets more health. But I like the fact that I can do 12 health to all my friendly units and damage to all units. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade Glimmer. And then 1 more energy. I'm actually going to put it on one of the Restores just because. All right, on to the next battle. Non-boss spike enemy units enter with spikes 3, meaning that if I attack them, they end up doing damage to me for 75 coins. That's not a great amount of coins, but early on, I'm willing to take the risk. Okay, so we got Thorns 3 on this guy. Now, this is why the Imp is important, because look at this. I woke up with one of the energy ones, and now I can summon Big Boy. Big Boy is a big boy. He does a lot of shit. But first, he's going to take out that guy, but he's going to be okay. Except he's not. Put that there. I'm going to sting you, and you're going to take damage, but I'm going to regen you. So, there we go. So, let's see here. Getting a big boy this early, as you can see, is a little bit broken. I'm really helped by the Pyre Chomper. So, let us add armor to this guy. Let's add a torch to him. And we're going to actually put the Husk Hermit up here. We're going to restore you and end our turn. Oh, there's no more enemies. This is actually the first time this has happened to me. So we're just going to... put this guy down. We're going to torch him because we don't want him anymore. We're going to not do any damage, but we're going to draw another card next turn, and we're going to put a Strange Druid down. All right. Oh, look at these guys. They don't know what they're dealing with right now, especially because I could play Inferno, but that would actually kill my guy here. I will play Glimmer. I will armor up this guy for the reason of, well, he's just gonna do damage. Yep, bump, bump. Punched him in the face. Pretty spotless run so far. I don't need any more imps, really, but ritual battles, I don't like the energy cost of that, but I could always move it down. I'd rather have the sort of area of effect, so I'll take the Molten Imp. Enhance a unit with +3 sword and +3 energy or health. That could be useful. In fact, that's what I'm going to take. All right. Now, some levels allow you to get something on either track. So in this case, if I go left, I get an artifact. I can restore a little bit of my Pyre's health, which obviously I don't need because I haven't taken any damage. And I can go to the Concealed Caverns, or I could duplicate a card except my champion, go to a Concealed Cavern, and gain an Awaken unit. You seen? Let me hold off on that question until I get a little bit further, because I know what you're thinking on that, and I want to explain a little bit more as I go along. All right, we're going to go to the Concealed Caverns. Give me like 15, 20. The Cave in the Thousand Eyes. So basically, I've come across a cave and I can pay it coins or life to try to get an artifact, one of these items. Now, I actually want to keep the coins right now at this point. So I'm actually going to offer health. Okay, 25% chance. There we go. Summon abilities trigger an additional time. That's really useful for imps, isn't it? We're going to take that as opposed to taking gold. So yeah, we took some damage on our Pyre, but our Pyre hasn't been actually attacked up to this point. Woken unit. Ooh, quick. Multi-strike. I'm going to take multi-strike, and you'll see why. And duplicate any card. My first option is, go for the Demon Fiend, but that actually, I don't want too many of these guys in here. My best bet right now, I could go with the Inferno again. That could be really useful. Or I could go with the Glimmer. If you duplicate a card, it does duplicate its upgrades too, so keep that in mind. I'm actually going to duplicate the Glimmer. All right. Okay, so this is an actual boss creature. This is one of the creatures that you have to get by, and he will actually sort of stop you from going to the next level, and is pretty powerful. 450 HP? Yeah. And you don't get a choice for his trial. He's a trial in itself. All right. Constructed explosives enter with damage shield. Okay, so his power is that when he summons these orbs of death, he gives it a damage shield so that it could take a hit before it's actually, able to do anything. But look who's back. Pyre Chomper, I love you. And the fact is, look at this. That's a lot of energy to work with. In fact, it's a shit ton of energy to work with. Now, I could technically place the Train Steward down. And I'm going to. But this guy's going to deal 10 damage to that imp, so that imp is dead. Now, you notice something there. Wait a minute. You attacked the boss? Yeah, the boss is on a floor on every turn. If there's nobody in front of him, guess who's getting free reign in order to hit him? Yeah. Really nice. All right, let's think about this here. So, big guy took some damage, but that's okay. I'm actually going to torch this guy because I don't really want to deal with him. The problem with the Demon Fiend right now, actually, is twofold. One, he's going to take out this guy, and my guy's not going to get buffs from him, but that's okay. We'll be okay for now. We're going to play the Husk Hermit. We are going to play... the Rage Felging Imp here to get more damage to hit the boss. We are going to fortify him, and we're going to end our turn. Oh, there goes one of our creatures. But we do some significant damage to him, and we punch that guy's lights out. Now, return to, okay, so this guy would be able to return consumed spells into, well, wait a minute, hold on. Before I say anything. Oh, look at that. I can get that consume spell back. In fact, I can get that consume spell back to use it again to take out that creature. Now, you indicated, okay, great. This game looks quite alright, but why would I play this one instead of other known roguelike or deck builders? Well, it's a couple-fold. The fact is that the level system is completely different from most everything I know in the realm of the deck builder. The fact is that this whole level system is really, really interesting in how it ends up messing with each character and each way that you can construct your decks. In addition, like this Deadweight for here, for example. Remember, I started this match with Covenant 2. That means that it added an additional cards to my deck, including this Deadweight. There's a lot of replayability with those Covenants because it keeps on adding little elements. It actually is unlike a lot of roguelike games where it actually is going to be pretty lenient for those first couple of runs, because without Covenants, you're going to get an idea of what's going on, and you're actually going to probably succeed. And then you're going to get a Covenant, and you're going to get another Covenant, and there's up to 30 Covenants, so you're going to keep on winning, but you're going to hit that wall eventually. But in addition, the different races play a lot differently. Now, right now, I'm focusing on physical guys. This big chunky dude. This guy's got a lot of health, but they do play reasonably different. Let me see here. First, I'm going to sting you. Going to do that. I'm going to do that. I am going to Steel Enhance her because she's a multi-strike. And I'm not going to play Pyre Chomper. I'm not going to use his energy at this point. Are there any other cards that do stuff like apply X to all creatures to the floor above or below? There are cards like that. There are cards like, for example, Ascend and Descend. You can actually move creatures up and down based on that, or you can move enemy creatures up and down. All right, so let's see here. Sting you. We might as well. Apply Rage to this guy. These guys are ready to take little damage here and there with this man. There's no real reason for me to put other guys in harm's way right now, so I'm just going to hit him with torches and end my turn. One of the things I will show you is I really like the Umbra concept. The Umbra is a very, very interesting class, and it really interacts really differently with all the different creatures. All right, our creatures went down, but he had 500, 450 health at the start of this match. He is, how can we say, a little fucked. All right, victory. We get a rare pack, which is more special cards. Apply regen and spikes 2. Restore all friendly units to health. It's great, but I'm going to go with the spike of the Hellhorn, and you'll find out why later. Let's see. I can get another Husk Hermit. Rage on a friendly unit adds an additional +2 per stack. Oh, that's actually pretty... I actually haven't used the Deranged Brute yet, but I'll take him. After each major boss, you get a choice. You get Fell's Remorse, Herzl's Compound, or Light of Seraph. So I can choose. My core gets an upgrade no matter what. But I could choose to get one more energy per turn, one more draw per turn, or each floor can get more capacity. Now, with my strategy, I actually want to take the capacity because of the imps. I want to put more buffs on things, and with more imps, I'm gonna need that I'm gonna need that floor space. All right, 270 gold. We've got a couple of good artifacts. Let's see. If I go right, I can go spells, pyre health, and coins. If I go left, I can remove cards from my deck, up forge unit powers, and get a Hellhorn unit. I'm actually going to go left. Yes, the health and the coins would be nice, but I really want this guy, and you'll see why in a second. First, we're going to get the Hellhorn unit. I'll take the Rail Beater. I know the Demon Fiend is really would be very, very interesting here, but again, the energy thing is going to come into play, and I'm going to actually use that armor. We'll upgrade our champion. Okay, so I can actually get +20 and really go aggressive with the Prince here, or I can go a little less and get some rage and armor if he slays. But we're the Reaper. This guy is the Reaper of Souls. We are actually going to remove cards from our deck. I'm going to remove a Train Steward because I don't really need that many. And I'm going to remove one of the Restores because I do want to get to the key cards of my deck. Now the Merchant of Steel. Damn it, it didn't have what I wanted to begin with. There's one thing I'm looking for specifically here. But I will upgrade units here with, let's see, 10 attack. Who could use that a lot? Oh, look at this. The person with multi-strike could probably use it. And you know what? I might as well give her a little bit more health so she can survive. I could take this upgrade, but it would stop me from getting the other upgrading question. Quick is that I attack first, but I'm actually going to re-roll. Ha ha ha. This is what I was looking for. Multi-strike. Husk Hermit. Now you're probably saying to yourself, 3 attack with the multi-strike? That doesn't seem very effective. I'm looking for another upgrade in a little bit of time, but that multi-strike is going to play an important part in our strategy. I could play it on the Demon Fiend, but putting it on the Husk Hermit. Rage 7 means that it gets +2 attack and decreases every turn. I'm actually going to put that on... I'm going to put it on the Rail Beater. He starts with armor, and I want him a little bit more buff. And I'm going to put one of these on the Train Steward so it could take a little bit more damage. I like how much work they put into the present day overworld map. Feels like somebody wrote display collected notes. Yeah, there's actual like thought put into the sort of world in question. Like, I like the different floors having actual like sort of biomes in question, and there is something to like the creatures that you come across. Start of the battle, enemy units appear on all floors. Who? And they're sycophants. They're very, very cheap units, but they can deal some damage in time. But there's 150 coins at stake here. Of course I'm taking it. All right, they're going to start with a lot of boys. Ah, we didn't get our energy guy, but you know what? That's fine. And we are actually in a pickle here. The Hornbreaker is great, but the problem is that he's not gonna be able to take the damage from these guys. They're gonna attack him first, and he's gonna go down. The Husk Hermit will be fine. In fact, the Husk Hermit will be who I put up here. He sweeps and attacks everybody at once. But, you know, I feel like I don't want you guys on this floor. I'm actually going to put my Hornbreaker Prince on the first floor and hope that I get something to protect him next turn. I want to put him on the field. I don't want him going to my discard pile. All right. Let's see here. Okay, first of all, I want to protect him, so I'm putting my armor imp here. And look, he's going to take a shit ton of damage. He's fine for now, but I could heal him up. I'm actually going to put the Animus of Will here, and I'm going to Glimmer and get him back to full. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, wait, whoa, what happened? They skipped a floor. Haste. Move directly from the first floor to the third floor. It's one of the reasons why I put my Hornbreaker Prince in a spot where he can do shit. But first, we need to deal with some shit here. And the big problem is that this guy, he's gonna get to our pyre. But he only has 58 health. He's gonna do 5 damage to our pyre, but it could be a lot worse. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the armor Rage Baiter here, Rail Baiter here. We're going to Sting. We're going to Torch to get rid of the haste so that he gets up to this floor. We're going to armor up you. And we're going to play him and end our turn. So now, this guy is going to get up to the pyre. He's going to do damage. But not that much. Is there some sort of alternate view that you can see all the low floors of the train at once? Not really. Not that I'm aware of. Yeah, I don't remember of any, like, huge one. And considering there's only a certain amount of floors, I'm okay with that. Ah, Steel Enhancer. I feel like you would be best played probably on him, because 13 times 3, every time you attack, it's more. Yeah. We do need to, however, get rid of this guy so they don't haste up there. He's got a bit of armor. He's gonna We're only doing 37 damage. It does give you an indication of what the damage numbers are going to look like on every floor, which is a very nice feature. Trying to think of what the best option here is, and I don't think there's necessarily a great one other than rage. That imp is gonna go down. But he did slay. Okay, so we need to focus on this guy. Let's see. Well, we might as well use it on him because it's a free card. Let's give you some armor. Let's get rid of you. And let's give you more armor. Because there's also a bit of tower defense in how you sort of filter through your layers of defense. Yes. You have, and specifically the way that the enemy is constructed, you really got to consider that in this. This is very much taking DNA from a tower defense game. All right. Let's see here. I don't want you skipping a floor, so you're dead. 600. You're gonna get. You're not. I don't think you're gonna get through this guy really quickly, especially when I do this. He also gains attack after each turn, which is going to hurt, but yeah, let's regen you, considering you could use the health. Notice how each combat does not mean on the same turn. Speed up. See that armor? See that combination of items? I got really lucky in this run. Now, I did lose damage. I did take some damage to my pyre, so I do lose points there. Ooh, deal 50. Ooh, oh, this is what I was hoping for. The pyre chomper looks good too. I'm not gonna lie, but with the amount of imps that we have, yeah, I gotta take that. This is the Descenda unit card, but I don't necessarily want that. And I don't really have spikes on anybody right now. So I'm going to take the Widwood Custodian. All right, if I go right, I get a random event, remove cards, and duplicate cards. Or, oh, I gotta go left because my steal is here. More coins, restore my health to my pyre, and let's see if I get what I want here. Not yet, but I've got a lot of coins to work with. All right, upgrade health. Let's put it on you. Let's have you be sort of a tank. Attack. Put it on the deranged brute. Quick, so he hits first. And I have the gold to do this, so... Having the rail beater be quick and being able to hit enemies first could be useful, especially if there's shields in front of other enemies so that people behind him can attack. So I'm actually going to give him quick. Didn't get what I wanted. I wanted the big guy, like the one that literally does a giant spell on somebody. But, yeah, we will multi-strike. We will put multi-strike on our Demon Fiend. We'll put health on. And we will give that guy a little bit more. Do the cards you get offered to add to your deck change based on which one of your primary secondary clan, or do they always pull from the same pool? So your basic cards. So okay. It depends on your covenant. So right now I had Covenant 2. So it actually adds additional random cards based on my clans at the start of the deck. But each starting deck is based off of the core spells. So for example, for the Hellhorn is a core spell, so you get 3 torches. You get 4 train stewards, which are no matter which clan. And then you get creatures that are specific to yours, which is the champion in question. And I think, and then the random cards. So, yes, you do get cards changing, but it depends on your covenant level. And I'm going to go to my next attack. Non-boss enemies get multi-strike and a random artifact. Ooh. The stealth and so okay. You can see what the enemies that you're going to run into are. So this guy, for example, he's the boss. He's not going to get that multi-strike. He does 10 damage instead of 5. That's okay, but this is the guy I'm worried about. The Silent Marksman starts in stealth, and he can't be targeted in combat. So on that first floor he comes in, he literally can attack for free without being a challenge, and giving him multi-strike could be a huge problem. I am going to make the assumption that I'm either giving up the first floor or really focusing on AoE. That was an actual hard decision, because that is a really hard one with that combination. Wow, shit. Oh, I got lucky. You're probably wondering, Dragnix, how did you get lucky? Well, remember that Glimmer spell? Thank God for that Glimmer spell. Put the Horn guy there. I wish I could have played the Demon Fiend, but we'll play the Welder Helper. And we actually aren't going to sacrifice him because he's going to be the bodyguard for this guy. So we're actually just going to end our turn. Okay, let's see here. I'm getting really lucky with these spells. We will play the Husk Hermit here. As you can see, you can get broken spells. Whoa. So that's one of the rarer imps, but unfortunately, I don't have any other imps to really use on him right now. All right, I can't play anyone on this floor because they're going to immediately... Well, 14, 20... I actually could technically play the Train Steward on that floor. But I will damage one of them, get rid of that. I will play the Train Steward. And I will play the Rail Beater. So they're going to attack. I can't attack back. But now they can be attacked. But, on the other hand, I don't really want them really digging into this armor because they're going to attack first. Except they're not. Ooh. Ooh. Now you're probably going, wait, why? You only have 1/1 and X. Why are you so happy with this 4 energy? I'm happy with this 4 energy because not only does it happen twice, which I'm actually going to summon it on this ring. Spike of the Hellhorn. Consume. Apply 2x, aka the amount of energy. All right, later, man. Rage and armor. So, I'm going to play the Train Steward on this floor again. This guy's going to die. But I'm going to play Spike of the Hellhorned. He has Rage 16. I just basically doubled his attack with that energy. A little bit nice. A little bit cool. Brief respite. Well, we know what we're using the sting on. Yeah, I gave you armor, but don't really give a shit. Ooh, rage to friendly units. Of course I'm gonna do that. That's gonna take them out. You're gonna take some damage, but that's okay. You're gonna put more armor on that guy and actually then disappear because I want to be able to play more imps. Oh, he's gonna take... Wow. He survived with 1 health. He's sort of screwed, though. Let's see. I really wish I could play my Demon Fiend, but unfortunately I can't. Definitely going to play the Molting Imp because it gets rid of those guys. And therefore he's not getting additional attacks. He's going to steal a bunch of life early on, but that's why I put the Imp in front, so that he only steals a certain amount of damage from him. I might as well... Do I just up this? Or do I... No, I put more armor on this guy because he's going to do more damage. The one thing I will say is that you do start running into a lot of the same enemies early on, but your deck is what is going to cause a lot of the differences from each game at this point. Oh, Transcend Imp. Let's see here. I know what I need to do. I need to sacrifice you. I need to... Oh, damn it. Oh, well, but I can do it on this guy. Look at all that armor. Look at all that attack. Oh, and look at all the energy I have. I don't really want to play Inferno, though. Oh, he hits everybody. I didn't realize that. I didn't picture this out. I didn't know he hit it. That was a mistake on my part. That could come and cost me. Okay, first we're gonna sting. Oh shit! I don't have a way of getting rid of anybody. Yeah, we're just gonna have to. Our pyre is probably gonna take damage. It is gonna take damage. It's gonna take about 8 or 16 damage. So that multi-strike and those elements did do some damage to us, and our pyre's gonna take a hit, but that's fine. It's gonna take 1 hit. Not bad. Ooh, an improved firebox. Gain 7 energy on the first. You know, that's pretty nice, especially if I get a Demon Lord. I don't want. I find that the Ascend units The Dazed is nice. It skips his attack, but I'd rather have the Rage. Quick can be useful. 1 health isn't useful, but the Rooted can be. Rooted means that I stop a unit. All right. On to the next area. Ooh, trinkets. I could get some trinkets, and I get another artifact from here. That may be what I want to do. The caverns could have something interesting in it, too, and I could get some more stuff for my spells. I would only have enough for 1 coin for the, or 1 artifact for the trinkets, but I would also get another artifact here. So I'm going to go right. Spikes, my deck isn't really dealing with spikes right now, so I'm going to take the magic power one. It's not a great artifact for me, but it's better than the other one. Restore the health. Artifacts. When you summon a second unit during a turn, gain 3 energy. That, for my effect, is really important. So I'm doing that. Can the room offer buffs and debuffs and be used to your advantages? So, yes and no. It really depends on your clan. So, like right now, the clans that I've got are less, they're not buffing each other as much. And a lot of the units in a room are going to be what buffs that room. So if you're saying like, oh, the second floor always has, you know, +5 armor. Not really, but you can upgrade with artifacts in certain ways. Like some rooms can end up getting more capacity if you get a certain artifact. So, to answer your question, yes and no. It really depends on your units, and that's what's going to drive it forward. All right, Fell the Wings of Light. This is another big boss. Spell Shield 5, meaning that literally he is pretty immune to spells. Spell Shield means it absorbs the next damage spell. When it has 5, that means it's basically absorbing all the spells. Oh, and specifically, it's the shields. These guys are providing a bunch of protection for these guys. But here's the thing. It only provides protection for the spell sword for this guy, I think. Not for the ones behind him. All right, I'm going to place you there. I do want to start working it down. So I'm going to play the deranged route here. The fledgling imp is going to put more rage, which is going to buff him up. And I'm going to start whittling down you. Oh, and she gives them health, which is going to be a little bit of a bitch. So you're going to take 16 damage. I really want to avoid that. There we go. Give him armor to take the damage. We will root. We will root you. I don't want him getting into a problem. Oh, well, hold on. The marksman would give him a problem. Only if the imp is not in the front. So we'll root you. So he's stuck on this floor. Play the swamp. I'm actually going to not... I'll play the train steward. And end my turn. There we go. Got that rage up. So the statues are gone. This guy's going down, but he's gonna go down because of this guy, unfortunately, which is not what I was hoping for. Ooh, 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 ooh. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Because this really could mess with things. Let me think about this. Okay, first I'm going to regenerate. Gain that energy and that torch. None of them have the room for him, even if I kill. So that's a problem. But I'm going to summon my Pyre Chomper here. Get the 10 energy. Question is, who do I want to put the Spike of the Hellhorn on? Because this guy, Rage Unfriendly, adds additional 2 per stack. So it would literally get shit ton of stuff. Yeah, let's put it on you. There's a lot of strategy that goes into all this, and quite frankly, it is a little bit hard to keep track of it if you don't know what each of the creatures do. At first, like, I've played this enough so that I know that, okay, get rid of these guys quickly or they're going to buff each other. These guys are basically going to take damage. This guy, I want to get somebody with, you know, a bunch of armor if I can down here first. But unfortunately, this isn't exactly the greatest of hands here. In fact, what I want to do is he's going to die. That's fine. I'm actually going to get rid of my imp, place a train steward here so that this guy's still protected. Place this guy. Get rid of him. Might as well. An RPG card game, it is very similar to Slay the Spire, sort of, kind of. There we go. Sometimes you want to sacrifice your units. I mean, it is a game of chess. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so we got... Plays all the summon effects so far. So a lot of armor could be placed on someone right now. And to be quite honest, we're going to do that. We're actually going to sacrifice you as well. We're going to sting, and then we're going to redo this. Whoo, look at that armor and area, and look at his damage. That is a spicy meatball. He's a nice little boy. All right. That's going, doing some damage. Those guys don't do anything. He's going down. All right, let's see here. Let's see how I can mess with this. He's almost dead, but we're going to apply some more armor to him. We are going to deal damage to you. We're going to get more armor for you. We're going to get you even more armor. We are going to apply the steel enhancement to the guy who can attack twice. We're going to restore your health. We're not going to play Inferno because, yeah, we're not going to play Inferno right now. This run is going pretty damn well. can't play Demon Fiend. And you have to understand, this Demon Fiend is great and all, but I've put so much into the imps right now that I actually wouldn't want the Demon Fiend out. I'm actually doing a shit ton with my guys here. But first, we will get rid of him. We will put more rage on these guys. We're going to sting. Might as well heal on this floor. Because, I mean, even the imp, who starts with 1 attack, is 32 attack right now. All right. 1,000 damage. Does 10 damage. Right now, it's going to wipe out the entire floor. He's going to take 400 damage. But let's see what we can do here. First, we can sacrifice an imp. Get a little chunk of damage on it. Second, we can summon Pyre Chomper. We can't root the boss, but we can draw next turn, because it would be a little bit broken. Are there cards that move units forward and back like they are to move guys up and down? I haven't seen forward and back. There are units, like, for example, Railbeater here will strike and push units back when he hits them. So there are mechanisms like that, but I haven't seen specific for those guys. Might as well just do as much damage as I can. All right. So she's down to 706. Oh, look who's going to die this turn. It also doesn't help that you're going to get hit. You are going to... I mean, I might as well. That's a little bit comical at this point, especially at the fast speed. All right. Channel Song. Draw a unit with enhance it with 20 attack, 20 energy, or 20 health, and 0 more cost. That'd be really useful on certain creatures, like things that multi-strike. I'm still having problems with capacity. So I'm actually going to take more capacity. Jay, it is hard to follow. I will do my best to redo things. Okay, let's see. I can go left, which will get me more coins. I can upgrade units and upgrade my champion, the Caverns, which is what I'm going to do. Take the coins. Look at the Caverns. See what it gives me. A Panettiere coming into a truly terror. Dead Hellborn from across the 9 rings of hell. At the base of these awful contraptions are some familiar blights. So, I could take an Ember, the one with the Ember. I gain cards that cost 3, and I have to purge them, but dealing a blight card deals 100 damage to the front unit. So meaning it inserts some really hard cards to get rid of in my deck, but on the other hand, it does 100 damage if I play it, which could be useful. When summoned, friendly units get +1 for every blight card in the deck. Now you have to understand something. I already have Deadweight in my deck, so technically, this artifact would get me +6 attack for every card in my deck. That's pretty useful. Yeah, we're doing that one. So, yeah, I'll move it to normal speed for this next fight. So I'll hiccup. I will sort of start over on this one, and for people who are coming into the stream. Ooh, look at that. +40 attack, but multi-strike. See, the multi-strike, yeah, that can be a game changer. The +40 is nice, but over time, this guy's going to do more. This is what I wanted. The large stone. Upgrade a unit with +1, +15 attack, and +40 health. G. A creature that hurts 36 damage a turn can take a beating, and if I upgrade him again, is going to do a lot more. More health for... Let's put more health on the Custodian if we need it. Spikes, it's not really too useful, but might as well put it on an Imp who's going to maybe sacrifice himself. Take some damage to the enemy. +5 and 10. Yeah, let's just put it on the Deranged Brute. And more spikes for our armor guys. Alright. So, starting over here. Each level, there's a creature. These are the Winged Horde. This guy is the boss. He does a bunch of damage and health. Relentless and trample. So he attacks. He actually tramples past them. Very similar to Magic the Gathering. Deals 5 damage to the enemy unit when he's killed. So I gotta deal with the fact that even when killing these guys, they're gonna actually hurt me. And if he kills somebody or if somebody dies on his floor, he's gonna gain armor. Start a battle. Each unit appears on enemy floor. 400 coins. You may think, yeah, take this. I'm not. Yeah, the 400 coins would be really useful. But right now, I'm actually pretty confident in my deck, and I don't really want to start with that big of a problem. Especially with the fact that the Extinguish could take out people very easily. Alright. So, going back to the start. This is our pyre. It is the core of our life force. If the enemies get here and bring our pyre to 0, everything's done. So, what we want to do is protect it. Each floor of this train, we can place creatures to try to protect them. They start at the bottom of the train and go up one floor after every round. We need to kill these guys. We do that by playing creatures. So, for example, I want to play something that will take care of these guys. But I also want to keep them alive. Remember that hermit I was talking about? For those other people here? It'd be nice if he was able to take out a bunch of creatures all at once, right? It'd also be nice to be able to protect this guy, too. Like with, let's say, a bunch of armor. And because I have artifacts, which are items that will help me no matter what, I can take the Ashes of the Fallen, which summons this additional time, and apply more armor to this boy. Give him 30 armor. So this guy, big beefy boy, is going to use his sweep to hit all these guys at once, kill this guy, this side, this guy, and do 49 damage to this guy. We're going to play... We're not actually going to play the Train Steward on this floor. We played our champion here so that he can get some damage later on and protect him with the Steward. I could sacrifice this guy. But the thing is that he's going to deal damage... I mean... yeah, I might as well get the spot. So each turn, they attack first. I attack next. And then they go up a floor. 94. If I apply Rage to this guy, it's going to kill him, which will buff my Horn Prince. So, Jay, basically my strategy is this guy gets stronger after he kills somebody, and he's dealing a shit ton of damage right now because he hits 52 damage twice. So he'll do 26, hit him. Well, first he'll hit this guy for 8, which will take him down to 35. He'll do 26. He'll do 17. He'll do 52, and then another 52 and kill him. Let's see, this floor. He's going to take 30 right now. I'm actually going to root this guy. I don't want him going up to the next floor just yet. Going to heal him. Going to take out both those guys. Might as well. No reason not to. I probably could have used those coins, but you know what? That's fine. So 26, 17, 52. Kills, gets stronger. Why haven't your guys thought of standing in front of the stairwell? Boom, no. Now no one can go up. They've thought of that, but unfortunately, they like the heat from the horde here. Remember, these are creatures of hell. They literally don't do well in the cold, which is everything around them. So they need to stay near these fires. All right, let's see here. Funny enough, FAQ, they don't directly explain that, but they actually sort of do. All right, Glimmer, take out all those creatures. Ooh. Channel Song. This could be a really good draw. I mean, there's no reason not to. It's just basically right now I have a broom, a magical broom that can do 24 damage, 47 health, and draws 1 per turn. Unfortunately, our Transcendent Imp is not really going to do much because there was no summons this turn. But we might as well put a bunch of stuff on our other creatures and end our turn. So the idea is to try to protect your pyre by killing these creatures slowly but surely. Even if you have to take 3 floors to do it, these guys don't heal unless if there's a certain spell or thing active. So these guys will go down. Ooh, look at this, 88. Actually, if I sting once, if I rage, I should take care of him, right? Yep. And then gonna armor up you. Ooh, I'm gonna armor up you. And I'm going to play the Deranged Brute up here. And I'm gonna end my turn because I don't want to kill any of my units. Look at that big boy. 100 damage per turn twice if I can protect it. You really, and I have to emphasize, your entire strategy at the beginning and even beyond is going to be based on your champion, because your champion is going to have some ability that you're going to have to really use. There's a reason why you always start with your champion. It's because of reasons like this. Okay, let's see here. The problem is, let's see, 32, 55, 70. Okay, so he's actually going to kill them right now. But what we're going to do, we're going to get all that precious energy from this boy. We're going to kill this boy, sorry. We are going to enhance him because he's going to multi-strike. We are going to apply more armor because we can. And we're going to give our buff boy the Hell of the Horn. Look at that. Now he's doing 300 damage, basically, every attack cycle. Are there any sort of cosmetic unlocks for units where you train? Not that I'm aware of. I don't know if the golden cards act differently. But not that I'm aware of. Let's see here. Well, I might as well heal my guy. Okay, so this guy's gotta die. Which is fine. Although he could survive if I use this. And that. Dead. Alright. He is going to trample, means that basically these guys are fucked because he's going to do a bunch of damage to him, it's going to hit him and hit him. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sting. Actually going to apply... Ooh, let me think about this. Trying to think of how the best to use these abilities right now. The rage is not going to do anything for these guys because he's going to hit him, him, and him. These all are going to die quickly. He's going to do some damage, but I don't really want to waste the rage on that. It's the same problem here, but I may get something to help him next turn. And I put more rage on this dude. I really wish I could play you, but sorry, I can't. And because he's the boss, he stays on, freezes the floor. All right. 328. So he is actually... I need a way to really help my guys here. Notice that. Notice what happened there. I healed him for 5. Only 5. It went from 300 to 600 because it gave one cycle to this guy, to this guy, so that he could attack again before he gets hit. And if I heal again, 755. Sort of nice. So we'll end our turn. We'll go fast. Look at our champion. Our champion does a shit ton of damage. All right. Okay, he's dying right now. The way that he's in, we're going to sacrifice our imp. We're going to restore. We can root, but doesn't really matter. We're going to do that. We're going to rage. All right. Excellent. Ooh, deal damage to the front end equal to the number of imps in your deck. Number of imps in your deck, which doesn't actually really help, but important work. Gotta love the puns. Sacrifice an imp, gain 2 energy, draw a card. For somebody who always is gonna get imps, yeah, it's important. Sting spells are great, but not for mine. The consume could really, yeah, we'll do the channel song. I think this is the last, yeah, this is the last level. So each level, there's 8 stages. We are at the Crucible. The Frozen Heart is where we need to get to. So we are at the end here. I don't need any health. I could get more spells and artifacts. I don't think I'm really going to be able to use the artifact, though. But I could duplicate a card. In fact, that's probably the best option right now, because I don't have that much of anything else. Get rid of some cards. So we will get rid of this train steward that doesn't really have a lot to him. We're actually going to get rid of... No, I don't think it's worth getting rid of anybody else. Maybe the other torch. Yeah, get rid of another torch. Duplicate a card. I could duplicate a lot of things in this deck. But I actually am going to duplicate the important work. Because imps are so important in my deck, getting more energy and being able to draw more cards to play more cards is going to be vital. Duplicating important work. Going to upgrade. I can only really give small upgrades here. So we're going to give spikes to you. Might as well give the Demon Fiend more spikes. All right. That's it. The end is near. Oh, wait. I haven't collected all my rewards. What? Yeah. I didn't go to that one, but it's the store. Friendly units enter with sap -3. So my guys start with a little less attack when it starts the game. This is the final boss of this run. All right. So, ooh. Okay, hold on. I got to think about this. Okay. First, we're going to play him here because we want to get rid of the multi-strike guy. We are going to sacrifice that imp. Okay. The problem is... we're going to play the Animus of Will here. So she's got a little bit more energy. Do I want to put more rage on that creature? I don't think I do. I'm going to put the Horrorbraid Prince behind him. That may have been a costly mistake. Because he may not be get the upgrades based on the end. I don't think I'm going to protect her. She's going to be a sacrifice to just get me through this first fight. Because this first portion didn't really help me a lot. Okay, so he's going to die. We're going to put armor on you, and we're going to end our turn. At least we got some chunks of damage on him early. All right, think here, think. Okay, first we're gonna channel song. Hopefully get a good creature. That does work. Mine as well. Put that there because he's going to increase the rage. He's going to increase the rage. You're gonna stay here. So you're gonna almost die. You're gonna come close to death. So I'm gonna need somebody who's gonna be up in that next floor. Wow, you did a shit ton on this floor. Okay, let me think about this. I play the fledgling imp. I could technically play a demon fiend on this floor. That may be the right call. But this guy's gonna die. Do I really want to do that? Ooh, I could sacrifice him first and see what I get. Oh, that was important. That was a really important card. Because that protects him now. And that gives me enough to play you. I think normally I'd be focusing on this guy, but I may focus on our Demon Fiend for the rest of the match. I don't need that energy, really. Might as well hit you. Might as well just sacrifice him in the front. Because even though... So you have to understand, sacrificing creatures is important. But discard pile, if a creature dies in your deck, they don't go to the discard pile. They die. They are not available for that round anymore. So you couldn't when it gets reshuffled, it doesn't come back. But I'm getting imps every turn, so it sort of cancels itself out there. I actually want you to die. I want to be able to get him damage. Why didn't I heal him? Alright, I need something to protect him badly this turn. That should help me. Ooh. I'm thinking here. Yeah, the music is very much a helpful but doesn't get in the way situation. It's reasonable but not too unreasonable. Okay. Oh, I needed you guys. I needed all of you. Okay. First of all, yeah. So he's going to take a bunch of damage, but he's going to take the damage for these guys. That protects all you. He's gonna go down, but that's okay. I'm gonna heal you. Consume. That is a big boy. And I really do feel like I need to use him in the right way. This guy doubles the rage, so... And do I want to put more armor on somebody? Yeah, let's put armor on you. let's protect you. These imps are really helping in this fight. Okay, he got some damage on him. Yeah, I want to keep him as a little bit more. Sacrifice imp. Yeah, probably want to sacrifice an imp, but not any of those guys. I'll sacrifice the one that can't really attack. Oh, I got another. Notice how those imps are really coming into play right now. Do I put you down? No, I don't. I want the energy. I want the room to place imps. I think this is gonna be close. Final wave. Okay, so he's in the field right now. He attacks 3 times every turn. He's not actually going to take a lot of damage. Turn a random consumable spell to your hand, which would be very, very great. Thinking. Do I sacrifice? No. So this, I'm finding this floor to be basically a wash. The scholar would be useful, but I sort of just want to apply rage to him. The problem is that the armor is really important right now. And I really need that armor to come through. I need armor to appear next turn to protect him so he can do more damage to this guy. Well, that gets rid of all the units. Oh, thank you. That gives me 1 turn with it. Health. Armor. 775. Not gonna help. Can't really help on any specific one, so I'm putting it on him. This is gonna be. This may end in a failure. The multi-strike may be my downfall. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Damn it. I was hoping for something better there. I don't think this is going to go well. Well, hold on. Down to 634. Oh God, Waluigi's in the chat. Everybody run. Yep, this is not gonna work. He's gonna destroy our pyre. That's fine. It was a good run, but so final boss finally finished us off, but that's all right. It was a good run nevertheless. Got him pretty close. So, a pretty good run. And honestly, good score. Now, each level, you do unlock new cards that you are available for next runs. So, for example, Last Stand, double the amount of rage on a friendly unit. Cool. And also, an artifact is unlocked. So, demon units get multi-strike 1 if I get this, which, whew. Awoken. Spikes and friendly units. Okay, cool. All right. As you can see here, it gets each level, and there are requirements for each character in terms of the portions. Can you deactivate those animations at all? Yes, you can go super fast. But it's also nice that the victories, you'll notice here, my 2 victories, one was with the Hellhorn and Awaken, and one was with the Stagnant Guard and the Awoken with Energy 1, with a Convent 1. It actually shows you which combinations that you had. I'm going to do one more run for you guys. And it's one of my favorite ones, at least of the creatures. I'm going to play as the Umbra. And I'm also going to play with the Stygian Guard. I'm going to play with the Awoken again. Reason why is that, well, you'll sort of see. It's a very similar... The funny thing is with the Imps, they sort of acted very similar, but you'll see what I'm talking about with the Umbra. Applied damage to shield. Okay. Not the great... You know what? I'm going to actually restart this run because I want to show you guys specifically a specific type, and I don't think those cards do a very good job of showing you that. Run multipliers do occur. Damn it. I know I'm cheating here. I understand I'm cheating, but I'm doing this for the sake of showing off the game. Showing off the game. Showing off the game. Come on, game. Just throw me a bone. Because I really want to show this mechanic to the best of its ability. Okay, you know what? That's fine. All right. So, our champion. Well, first we're going to look at the artifact. When a friendly unit is healed, deal damage to the friend enemy. Trained Steward units get damage, shield 2, and multi-strike 1. That actually may be helpful for us. So we're going to do that. Was there... Yes, I can. I completely didn't see that portion. But that, yeah, you could start a bunch of runs really quickly. So, I'm looking for specifically a specific card. Because I want this to be what is called a morsel run. Because I love the morsel mechanic. It's a very different mechanic. It's got some... There we go. This is what I'm looking for. Packed morsels. And feast does help too. All right. Artifact. When you play the third card of your turn, draw 2. When you summon the second unit drawn during a turn, gain 3 energy. Those are really 2 really good cards. I'm going to take the third card one. All right. Architect. Penumbra. Gain 2 energy for this floor. So this creature literally only cost 1. But I'm going with Gorge. And you're going to see why. Battle. All right. Yep. So, what are morsels? What's the Umbra's power? The Umbra's power is feed. Specifically on creatures of their own. So, we're going to actually play Penumbra on this floor. We're not going to have him attack them right away. But we have this Shade Splitter card. Add a common or uncommon morsel unit to your hand. All right. Eater gains +3. The idea is that these are morsel cards. They don't do a lot. But on their own. The thing is that if a morsel stays alive until the end of a turn, they will actually die, but they'll be fed on. So I'm going to play that guy there. I could trigger the feast, but there's no real reason to right now, because I want to show you what it's going to do at the end of a turn. So, end of turn. He eats them and gains the energy. He also has the Gorge ability, which gives him an ability for every time he consumes something. So, he got +3 attack and +1. This packed morsel card adds 3 uncommon or rare morsel units to your hand. Oh, look at that. Whoever is going to eat him could really get pretty buff. In fact, I'll give him the damage shield one too. Again, there's enough energy on this floor. But, let's see, Train Steward. And now you may think, oh, well, give him the magma morsel. I don't. I actually want to put the magma morsel in front so that it takes the damage for me. So, let's see what happens. These guys try to get through the defense. Is unable to, but they get eaten for the next turn. And look, he's got a damage shield because of that. So now, we have the feast too. So, let's see here. We are going to also add this to our hand. Ooh, lifesteal. That would be useful for you right now. And you know what else would be useful? More lifesteal. You know what else would be useful? Let's trigger. Let's trigger the morsel eating. Look at how buff our big boy is. He's ready to go out on the town. They're going to do some damage to our pyre, but that's okay. We're going to have you do that. We're going to have you do that. And you're just going to enhance. So the whole idea with this guy is just feed him creatures. Feed him a bunch. To buff him up, buff him up, buff him up. But the fun part is that the other creatures within the little deck can really change things too. Ooh, energy for the next turn. That'll be useful. But first we'll give it to you. Might as well play you. Okay, so energies for the next turn. Reserve. Aren't the morsels so cute? He munched the deck. Yeah, it's basically he munched the deck, but it is such a fun deck. When I first started playing it, I was like, wow, I am just absolutely in love with this. So now let's see here. Well, what else can I give these guys? Well, we might as well play you here. Split. Yeah, more for you. I don't need the trigger. The morsel will just get absolutely... And let's see our big guy go to work. Now, it does, like you see there, he does trigger after only one round. All right. Now, here's the thing. The clan is also like that in terms of the consuming. Now, I didn't get any creatures. Deal 3 damage, add 2 units if I slay with this attack. Pretty useful. The reason I went with these guys is that to restore health or specifically to get bigger buffer guys. Gorge, gain 1 lifesteal. Gorge, gain damage shield 1. So these are creatures that can really take advantage of gorging over and over. So this guy could basically be a wall for me. All right, so I'm actually gonna go. Spells in this deck are gonna be really useful. So, ooh, double stack. See, the thing with double stack is that it can be really useful on certain things. 1 energy, I will put it on, let's see, on one of the shade splitters so that it's just cheap morsel. Energy, magic power, I will put it on this to be able to slay a little bit better. I'm not going to deal with that guy. 20 magic power and consume. I don't want to consume with that one. So we'll do it with one of the restores. And then we will take one of these steel enhancers and give it a little less. Ooh, Spikes 3 is not what I want to do. Why would I not want to do that? Well, if for some reason any of my morsels end up getting attack power, they would immediately die to the spikes, which is not something I want. All right, let's see here. Ooh, a bunch of stuff here. Ooh, you know what? We'll take that. We'll take those extra units. We'll gorge you. We'll play the Crucible guy here. Oh, look at all these wonderful morsels to begin with. Now, the thing is that I got to be careful. These packed morsels are great, but they can get consumed, and I only got a certain amount of space to eat these guys with. So what I'm going to do is, well, let's see. This guy gets damage shield. I'm not going to give him the damage shield. I'm going to give that guy the damage shield. I'm going to give you the life steal. We'll take some. We'll give you another one of those. Oh, I might as well just give you both of those. And then we'll move this up here. Delicious morsels. See, if those spikes would have been there, it would have been a bad day. There's a reason why I did what I did. Oh, no morsels this turn. Well, that sucks. We will restore your health. We will enhance you. And we'll just end our turn. Thank you for the gold. Thank you for your soul. Oh, so they actually added a purge card to my deck. If I don't, this basically takes up a slot. So it's basically a dead card for me right now. Let's see. Shade Splitter. Ooh, delicious morsel. More energy for the next turn is always useful. We'll give you more shit. You can eat that guy, and we'll purge the card. They look like the little black blob creatures you scared away. That's what was bugging me. Yeah, they do. They look like, yeah, those things that just end up swarming. So let's see here. Ooh, we got pack morsels again. How many damage shields you got? You got 2, so you're gonna take. Well, you're gonna take a bunch of damage here. That sucks, but unfortunately, we can't get rid of any of those guys. So we will let you just sort of do what you need to do. Heal. Yeah. Feast on them. Might as well just throw these guys in the front just because. And then more. Our guy is doing some pretty impressive damage. All right. Oh, you added both of them. God damn. All right. Well, here's the thing here, though. There we go. More morsels for my man. We'll just give you that. We'll give you... You want this, right? You want all of these. This is one of the most unique mechanics I've seen in a game like this, and it really gets fun, especially in the combination of things. It's why I was playing through the game and I was really enjoying it, but once I unlocked this, I was like, oh, wow. Morsel Miner is one of the more rarer ones, but... Ooh. Nah, I'd rather have the just numbers on things right now. Draw +1 is actually... I see. Deal 3 damage. Move that unit to the front. That actually can be really useful. Yeah, we're gonna do that. All right. Another Umbra unit. That's what I want. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna see what's in the caverns. See what we got here. Shards of the Pyre. So I can get something that will restore my Pyre's health, something that will enhance my Pyre's attack. I am not somebody who wants the Pyre to be attacking, so we'll get something that will help that. Help heal. And yes, you can get more permanent effects on things like this. All right, Umbra unit. When you summon a morsel unit on this floor, create a copy. Yeah. Also, what do you think I'm going to duplicate? You think I'm going to duplicate any of this? No. We're getting more morsels. we need all the morsels we can get. How else are we going to become a big, strong boy? How else are we going to become Tyler Bate? That was a wrestling reference. I apologize to everybody. Enemy units deal 1 damage to the front unit on death. Okay, so don't put my morsels in the front if I want them to live. Okay, bomb. Great. Lovely. Shit. Okay, first of all, we will take that guy. Ooh. Unfortunately, the Morsel Master is very useful for this guy when I get more energy. Right now, he's not as useful. Problem is that I need to play something here. Do I just get 4 health through my pyre? I really don't want to not play the Morsel Master, but he'll die to those guys. Oh, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Yeah, he'll explode. What would he do? Delicious. Feel the darkness. All right. See what I can get here. First, we will do the damage to you. So we will give you a bunch of damage shields. See? Okay, and then let's see, what else can we do here? You're gonna die to that. That sucks, but might as well just take the energy and restore. We'll take that. We did. The morsel did some damage to him. That's always helpful. This guy could take 4 damage or 4 damage shields right now. Ooh, I need to get rid. Well, nope. He literally has enough to take damage because he's got all those damage things piled up. It's sort of what this makes this hilarious. I could also now give him some life to get back. Let's see here. Yeah, of course I'm gonna give you more of those. I don't want you doing. I don't want you doing anything. Just train Stewart. Give him some health. Morsels. More morsels for you. 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 Morsels for everybody. Ah, look at that. I also love the design of this. Like it definitely gives a Cthulhu-like vibe, and the arms, but like with the tentacles and arms and tentacles. But it feels such like reminiscent of classic Cthulhu and Lovecraftian monsters, but still feels like its own thing, which is what I love about this game. Like these creatures, yeah, they're very inspired by like hellish designs and things like that, but they really are a lot different than what I would expect of things out there. Okay, so he's taking 13 right now. I really don't want him to take that much damage. I actually will restore and take him out. We will take that. Ooh, let's see here. How do I want to do this? He's got 4 damage shield, so he's not taking that much damage. But we will add that. Oh, good. Good. He will add that. Put more on you. We'll add another unit to our hand. Ooh, more damage shields for everybody. Look at that boy. Look at him go. I'll play to 10:30, guys, but this is one of the reasons why I wanted to show you the second run, because it shows off how creative the strategy is, and I really want to emphasize that. Depending on your first, cards, I re-rolled over and over to get those gorge ones, but there are other ones within the Umbra, like ones that you could just keep on feeding energy to yourself and able to use these X spells to get more from it. It's a legitimate strategy and, quite frankly, can work rather well. Ugh. None of these cards really help me a lot in this one. I mean, I'll do that. I could just get 4 health back. Just do that. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you recovered his health, but... And here's the big boy. 131, eh? Well, we're going to try to help you on that. That's not going to help you. This way. Lifesteal for this guy could help him a bit. Let's see what else we could get. 140. Doesn't really help. We will add that to you. We'll give you energy ones. We will give you lifesteal ones. Oh, we might as well put another layer in front of you to do a little bit more damage. Yeah, more energy for the next turns. And turn. There we go. He's going to get some life back. Okay, we're going to speed this up. All right, 248, but here's our champion. Oh, it's only 236 right now, but now, and we're just gonna throw some stuff in front of you. Slace Fire, energy doesn't really help that. End turn. Big buff boy defeated him. All right, one more. Return consume morsel units to your hand. Oh. But I would have to get... The problem is that may be too many morsels. Well, this guy would definitely give me... Yeah, let's do Channel Song. We want somebody that can take a beating. This guy would be able to do damage first. The multi-strike could be useful with morsels, but we really do want somebody that can take a beating, and we are taking capacity because our entire thing is about feeding morsels. Artifact could be really useful. The health, maybe not as much. The Awoken unit isn't as important for me right now. I'd actually rather just take the health, upgrade my champion. Ooh, +2 for the floor. Gorging would be useful, but even more capacity for the floor is actually... I'll make him an architect. Move cards. We are, of course, removing 1 train steward. And we are removing 1 restore. We are then hopefully getting a good out. Regen restores 1 health. Apply enemies that are moved between floors outside. Okay, so if they outside of the ascension phase. So if they get moved. See, that just... It's so specific. I'll take the regen. Because I do have regen effects in this deck. All right. Non-boss enemies restore all health when they move up a floor. With a clipped guardian, that is really scary. Because if he gets to my pyre, he will do at least 15 damage. Do I really, really want that artifact? I do. This is probably a very stupid idea. All right. Penumbra. See, it reinforces the floor. I don't have any. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. All right, all right, all right. Oh, wait. Move him to the front so he dies. Good. That really actually helps. We want to give this guy all the attack power that we can possibly give him. Yeah, that's it. Because we need to get through those big defenses. Okay, Gorge, damage shield 1. Let's think about this here. Okay, first of all, we will do the damage to get more morsels. Feed. Ooh, summon. So this guy gets more attack when you heal him, which is nice when you have something like this. But he's just gonna try to slow people down right now. More attack for you. More attack for you. More health for you. More health for you. We're gonna... Oh, ooh. Morsel Minor. Excellent. He's gonna return to health. He won't get his armor back though, so it was enough to be able to get this guy. But notice how this guy's starting to look like he could possibly take out anybody. Ooh, channel song. Let's channel song. Ooh, that actually wasn't too bad. Can't get anything off this guy, which sucks. But we'll actually give you more cards. We'll just keep on buffing you. Really, I could I? Yep, that'll take him down. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, he added a weighted magician card, which means if I use this energy, it gets rid of the card, but if I don't, and it stays in my hand, it does damage to my pyre. Okay, first of all, I think Will that be enough to kill him? No. Well, first we're going to see this. All right, damage shield. Now note, the guy in the front gets gorged. So I got to be careful now because this guy's buffed enough. I didn't think about that very well. We'll get more energy for next turn. 23. Take the damage. Restore more. I'll take the pyre damage. Fine. All right. Brief respite. You are going away. So you're dead. You're dead. Yeah, might as well. Might as well. Ooh. This gives me more morsels. Excellent. More morsels. More morsels. I might as well. I mean, it's not like I'm going to use it any other time at this point. If you're wondering about the third unit type that I didn't show off very well, it is a more magic-based creature where it does like magic weaknesses, which makes them a little bit more susceptible to your spells, which again offers a different type of playstyle. I might as well do damage to them. It won't kill them. In fact, but they'll heal. So it's like, what's the point? The boss, I don't think gets triggered, if I remember correctly. Okay, let's see here. We are moving you to the front. More units. More energy. Aha! Kill him now. I might as well do that because less fire damage. Take the damage. Thank you, damage shields. Ooh, what's a thorn casing? Sting spells are nice, but they don't really help me in this one. But I always find that just collecting this is better than the 25 gold. Like, the 25 gold's nice, but apply damage shield. 1. Wow, that's a really energetic one. Uncommon or rare unit. Well, I have to take that. Drop through next turn, yep. Anybody have any other questions? I'm going to stop at 10:30, and I'm going this way because I want the spells. Bone shit. Merchant. Few remaining goods. Yeah, of course a consumable Umbra. Oh, thank you. Exactly what I wanted. Gotta love that. I might as well restore my, like, 4 health, but this is what I want. Remove a spell to remove consume and cost energy 1. Gee, I wonder what I'm going to remove consume from. Yeah, it's 1, but it means that I keep on getting it for the rest of the match. I will do one of these with the consume because it's just so that it can reach more energy. Yeah, definitely Gem Trove needs to be less energetic. Status effects are doubled. Double shield. Oh, that'd be nice. I may do that. But the energy being 2 with the rare morsel units, I'd rather have that. Do I really want double stack on one of these? Do I really want to pay 80 gold for that? No, I don't. Sure, spikes. Just got to be careful and not using my consumables to... let's see here. Yes, Penubra here. Pack morsels. Oh, if I do damage to them, it's gonna make it a little harder for him. Yeah, let's give him some more health. We are going to give our big boy here some wonderful treats. Okay, so he would attack, but this guy won't, so... Yep, that's all. Wow, look at all that damage. Oh, boy. I don't really want... we'll channel song. Ooh, Morsel Master. Yeah, I'll do it on this floor. Because, just because. You're going to... Oh, I have to do it on this floor because literally, if I do it on this floor, they're going to kill some... They're going to kill him. Gorge. Nom 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 nom. 69. Damn near fine. Who do I want to... Do I want to restore you? Yeah, I want to restore you. You guys are not going to attack cardless. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Rare morsel units. Of course. More energy. We'll consume more next turn. Here, you have some of these guys. Get big and strong. Sure. I literally... Oh, wait, I could play one more. Oh, no! He died! Shit! Oh, I did not even consider that. I am a dumbass. So now I have to do it without my champion. Oh, fudge. This is going to be a problem. I basically have to just hope that I can keep up. what's going on here. Okay, so heal. You're gonna do a shit ton of damage. Shit. I did not think this through. Oh, I could trigger him. Doi. Reach the 7 unit. Yep, I know. Feast. Yep, you're taking shit tons of damage. I did not. See, the thing about this game is that if you make one mistake, it can cost you a shit ton. And lo and behold, my mistake cost me a shit ton. Okay, this will be the last match for the night. If you guys are interested to see me play this a little bit more, let me know. But the next game I will be streaming is, if I can remember correctly, Aldra's Blood. It's a strategy game. I've had the key for a little bit. I wanted to get back to it eventually, but it's just been a little bit hard. Damage shield, yes. Yeah, definitely regenerate you. Give you more of these. More of these. Feast. You're dying. Boy. Are you gonna get through that? Okay. I definitely have to just hope for the best. Wow. My champion going down really fucked me. Yeah, I think it's pretty unlikely that I do anything worthwhile at this point. That, no, it doesn't help him at all. Somebody lifesteals. 4 damage lifesteal. Okay. Just to protect you a little bit more, but this, yeah, I'm dead. I'm literally dead. So I don't even have to stop the run. It's going to stop on its own. See, one fatal mistake, and I ended up screwing myself because I put so much into my champion and didn't protect my champion. It's a lesson to be learned. But I have to say, Monster Train is such a different experience with the with the whole roguelike card-like genre that I do have to recommend it for anybody out there. It is such a different experience that I don't know what more I could show at this point to show off the game. I could do a review, I could do all that, but in the end, it's all about the runs. I showed you 2 runs that I really do feel emphasize the game, and quite frankly, it has the variety, it has the different combinations of elements that will make runs feel different over and over again. Is it Slay the Spire level? I don't think it's Slay the Spire level. I think it's just under it. I think Slay the Spire has a little bit more in the overall long run, but again, that's with the fact that I still am unlocking things. So you need to keep that in mind. So there is a multiplayer element to this where you can race other players. You can design challenges for each other. That's cool, and that does add a little bit to the game. But in the end, the presentation, straightforward, but does a very good job. Music sets the tone nicely. Sound sets the tone nicely. It's all about the gameplay here, and I think Monster Train is one of those ones that will stand out enough from its others in the genre that it will make the purchase of it feel justified. It is different enough where you're not playing just another card-like game. Or a card game. You're not playing another roguelike game. There's enough different here where it's just like, oh, I want to play Monster Train. I want to play Slay the Spire. Are there any questions before I head out? Well, I'm going to call it a night. If you have any questions, come to the Discord, and I will see you there.